Hello, I'm the Ferry, and you're watching Underground YGO with Spidey and Kisame.
Well, guys, we are at the end. This has been a day. Tell them what we're doing, Anthony. Tell them why we're here.
Well, we're getting back to you guys on your questions, and we're giving you your answers. We're giving you guys what you wanted.
So, I'm starting off with the early questions from the people who responded to me and work my way up. They wanted to know why you don't comment in the videos.
I fight with people.
Yeah, you kind of answered the question. So, first question is for Kisame. How was your wedding day? Go into detail.
I got married in the city. After we got done in the city, I think we went to some kind of garden where we took a lot of our wedding photos. And after we did that, rabbit, no kidding. I remembered afterwards, I think a week later, we had our wedding party where we invited a lot of our friends and family. And yeah, we did that, and that was pretty much it. We had a very simple wedding. I don't really have a lot of people in my life. I didn't invite all my family. I invited only some. And then I invited my close friends, and that was about it. And it was a very small, intimate area where we just had really nice food, and it was a nice day. Very nice.
For both of us, how much longer do you guys believe the channel will be running?
I'll say this. I don't want to ever say that me and Evan won't stop again, because it's life sometimes gets in the way and we have our moments, we never know what happens. But a lot of the time it's just what keeps us coming back to the channel is not really, to me at least, it's not really the subscribers. It's not even my love for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I do have a very strong love for the game. But it's mainly my interest in looking back at all, I get to see memories of me when I was in my late teens, my early 20s, and just me being funny and just being stupid with my friend. And to be fair, it's Evan is my best friend. So for me, it's I get to look back at just me and my friend just having a good time on camera, just being stupid. And to me, it's that fun nostalgia that keeps me coming back to the channel. Because let's say if I don't see you in so long, and I look back and I watch a funny video where we're just being just how we just normally are, I say to myself, I'm I want to recapture that. I want to enjoy that. I want to dive into those memories again, because I know it's not a product to its time, because I just know that's just naturally how we are.
Yeah.
So that's me. That's my reasoning.
Yeah, for me personally, I think we'll still be doing the channel. Even if we're not doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, we'll be on camera as long as we're able to connect with each other. If we're able to meet up, we'll be on camera together. Because what we do on camera is what we do, just for fun.
Yeah.
We went to Fake Kisame, James, you guys know him as Fake Kisame, but our friend James, we went to his wedding. There was no, we recorded some of it, but we had so much fun.
I love it when we were at the table. I'm at the dinner table with you, with all these fucking rando strangers that I don't know. And I remember I took the cup and I was just I'm on it with all you fine people. It's just it's doing stupid shit like that. That it's just I have no shame.
Yeah.
I don't care what the fuck you think. I'm the type where I literally will have a grand old time with or without
But also, it's just one of those type of things where how we are on camera is kind of how we are in real life. We're just a bunch of giant children. So that hanging out at that wedding was some of the most fun that I've had. Because
you know what it is? It's just we're the type of people where I feel we we just do a lot of, that's one thing that I like a lot about the channel, is that it's so genuine. There's no forcing we're not doing anything scripted.
Yeah, it's all made up on the spot. The only thing that we actually try to do on camera is that we're cognizant.
Try to keep a point.
Yeah, try to keep a point, and we're cognizant of the time limit. So it's all right, we got to keep going.
Yeah.
It's just all right, we got to hit a certain time mark. Then we know, all right, we kind of hit a good mark. Question for Kisame: are you going to continue doing individual videos, or have that stopped permanently?
So, in my personal opinion, there are two
things.
The two things, exactly. I mean, to be fair, the big reason why I don't like to do individual videos is that the channel, to me, what I like about it, what I like to enjoy about it, is just having a good time and having fun. And a lot of the time, I'm not going to be joking with myself and doing a lot of stupid things with myself. I mean, I have, but it's the dynamic of me doing an individual video versus a video with you is extremely different.
Very insane.
And I feel the videos that I do with you, I just have a better time with. And it's the videos with you have great rewatch value when my individuals don't really have that.
Yeah.
So, that's my reasoning for that. So, personally, no, I would not like to do those.
Did you ever get your grandmother to comprehend Yu-Gi-Oh! And she's still with us? Yes, she is still with us as us recording this video. She is still with us.
She gets Yu-Gi-Oh?
No. She doesn't get much, but she is still with us. God Yeah.
God-fearing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, poison and fast.
Oh my God.
What's the
we.
what's the update on Spidey's love life? I especially want to know what Anthony's thoughts on it are. LOL.
I think my opinion on your love life is
He wants to know what's going on, but like, what's the update?
there ain't gonna be no update. It's you know what it is.
I have an update. I have an update.
Hookers.
Oh God, she was a porn star. It's different. It's different.
I think with you, I think you have a very not flexible schedule, and I feel like you have a very like someone would have to fit in.
It's like one of my new favorite like catchphrases from you is when you lean back. Oh my God. That's like one of my new favorites. Like, I want to start doing that now.
Oh
So when you
my God. It's just for me. It's like you just you don't have the time to give somebody. Who's gonna wanna be with someone that's just like I got the crumbs of my life?
Yeah, that's it.
I know what they want.
Cake is for me. It's my life, my cake. I eat this shit.
People want
You get
more
the scraps.
Yeah, like people don't want that. People want your all.
Well,
50-50.
the update on my love life. I happen to be in somewhat of a love triangle at the moment, and to be honest with you, all three options.
You and your two hands?
No, there's three women, and honestly, they're all bad. Yeah. I hope they never see this. I hope I don't get with any of them long term, and then they go back and watch this video. Because one of them I don't know that well, but what I do, I'll put it like this: one I don't know that well. She's very new, but from what I do know, I'm already turned off. She's very attractive, but what I do know, she turned off. Another one had her chance, she ruined it, and this other one had her chance. There was something there, she ruined it. So
do you have like?
It's like women who are coming back around, like I messed up. I understand how good of a guy you are. I'm like, yeah, I know that, bitch. Like I knew that. You just found out. Like you went out into the world, you got to see there was nobody else like me, and now you're back. I'm like Thanos. You know, where you couldn't live with your own failure, and where does that bring you? Back to me.
You know, a lot of people would like let it go and just like accept people for their flaws. Some people are just, you know.
Is it a flaw if you do me wrong and I never did nothing to you? As a spiteful bitch that you are, if somebody does you wrong, you know you're not letting that go. If it's a brand new person who can have like, you know, some little kinks or whatever, like, oh, you know, they're not the prettiest or, you know, whatever. That's like, that's what you're trying to explain. I'm talking about somebody who deliberately did something bad to you when they didn't have to. They didn't have to. You gave them the opportunity to get away clean, and they still did it. And then they come back later and be like, you were right.
But I don't know, like, her side. You might have did something fucked up.
I didn't do nothing. They all said it. They both said it. Both of them have said, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't have to do that. I was just selfish. It wasn't, well, you did. No, it wasn't a I did, they did.
I to be fair, as toxic as this like sounds, I personally think that a little toxicity is good in a relationship. I personally feel like if you were a little, I think it's mainly because you're not. I'm
toxic. Too healthy. Yes,
I think so maybe sometimes you need to put boundaries and be like, no, you're my girl. I need blah blah blah. You're like the type where it's like you're a free bird, do whatever the fuck you want. It's like you don't care if the person comes or goes.
I'm controlling you. I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of effort, energy. You're your own person.
Yeah, but sometimes people.
You're a grown ass man. Like you're a grown woman.
Sometimes I feel like people need to know that they want you to stay. And I feel like it's like I want you to be here with me. I want you. Like sometimes, like if you're like, I don't give a fuck if you come and go. Maybe that seems to like if I was told that, I would feel like
you should choose. To me, love is a choice. It's a choice you make every day. You choose to be here every day. Nobody's holding you. You're not arrested. You're not held against your will. You choose to be in this shit every day.
I feel like that's a mature thing to say, but emotionally, you like people want more than that.
Well, go get therapy. Grow up. For both of y'all, how do y'all feel about rush duels? We don't.
I don't do it.
I don't know what it is. I've seen that little thing. Oh, rush course.
I know enough. I know enough.
The artwork is nice. I'll say that. I like the artwork. For both of you, will we ever see an archive of the Pokemon Bridge from 2009 maybe on the internet?
Know that exists?
I love that series, and I always wish we could watch the lost episodes.
How do you know? Is this like a fake channel of yours that you put that?
No.
How do you know this?
I'll say
there's certain things that's on this channel where we don't talk about. I don't talk
we
about.
never really mentioned it, really. We mentioned it here and there, like we do voice acting, but we never really said what it was.
Yeah, people gonna be like, can you link me? No.
Well, we said Pokemon and Bridge. We never really said like the full name Pokemon because we know the PKM.
I don't mention the channel. Like I don't.
Well, it's on. But just to answer your question, it's on that channel, Alita Bridge 2.
We lost it.
I don't have the password for it anymore, so I don't remember how to get on there. And whatever videos that exist on there are the only videos that we had because
I think it's like 2 or 3.
At the time, if I could get in there, I could probably see the other ones that probably got copyrighted. But at the time of us doing that, we were in high school. I didn't have a hard drive, so everything that, mind you, it was me, him, and fake Kisame, James. We all kind of edited our own episodes, so it wasn't like we had a hub of all the video files. So they're all gone. Like, not they're all gone, but whatever exists on the internet is what's out there. I have some files, but it's just already what's on the internet. It's nothing more than that. I think there's a Halloween episode that's on that channel, but it got copyrighted. Okay. So it's still there. But outside of that, I didn't have a hard drive to save those files, and my computer crashed back in 2010, so I lost a lot of those files. And that's why I have hard drives now. That was my life lesson from there. But you're free to check it out. For both of you. Since Master Duel is on Steam and other platforms, what other Steam games do you have? None!
Me either.
I'm
not much of a gamer. I really to me, other than Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, I really don't play many games.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah,
I don't have that level of commitment.
Yeah.
I'm also extremely competitive, so if I invest into something, I damn well, Skippy, try to be like as well known and best and stand out as best as I can. And I think I've done that enough in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't have the energy to do it again.
Thoughts on making a Patreon?
I've been pitching for it for a long time. Me and Evan, I guess, just haven't had the time to really sit down and actually do it. But it's something that we have mentioned to each other in the past. We actually don't also really know what to give our Patreons,
I think, yeah.
Because I would want to give you guys something exclusive, but I don't know what to give yet.
Absolutely, and I think that's not off the table entirely. It could be done in the future. I just think we have to reach certain milestones and certain levels of income like that. I think that'll make it worthwhile. Because if we're going to do extra work, if we're going to make you guys pay for it, we want to make sure we give you guys
I want to be able to provide something that I don't want to be like, just give me money for the sake of giving me money. Like, I want to be able to actually give you guys something exclusive and cool, something like that.
Yeah. Why did Kisame run away from Home Depot? That's what it says. I thought maybe it's an inside joke you would know about.
I actually don't even remember.
And somebody said, I have been wondering for years. I remember only part of the story being told, and I think Kisame ran away and took a bus or something.
Is that the thing with... That was
maybe they think, maybe. Oh, yeah!
It was basically two of my friends got into a little scuffle and they were going to beat the shit out of each other and I was like, bye!
I'm running away because that's pretty much what Anthony does when I got arrested. Anytime there's any type of conflict, he runs away.
I didn't run away. I stood there to the bitter end.
Free my nigga!
Free my nigga! Let him out!
Today! I ain't leaving until...
Can I call?
I'm the real criminal. How to get a girlfriend who plays Yu-Gi-Oh?
Lower your standards.
Just be cool. Be yourself, man. I was also curious if you drink chocolate milk.
I do like chocolate milk.
I can't drink any. I mean, I'm lactose intolerant. Let me just say that.
I'm lactose intolerant too, but I still
don't shot me! What's the video each of you had the most fun making?
The one with the hamster. I think that's my favorite.
It's up there. It's definitely up there. Because we both knew what we were doing.
The one with the office. That one to me, if I look back, I will still laugh.
Yeah, that one's up there with the faggots and nigga joke. That's up there. That's one.
I don't know, even that one I feel like it's starting to I'll hear it and I will find it funny, but I may not laugh. If I see the hamster one, I'm laughing.
No, the hamster one I'm laughing at every time. But there's a lot.
Because I remember hearing you wheezing in the background.
Yeah.
That
I couldn't breathe.
That one's great.
I definitely couldn't breathe. What is an archetype that you love to see receive legacy support that would make it meta?
I guess a deck with legacy support. I would still probably say Gate Guardian because it's I love the direction that they went with it. I just feel like it needs more.
Okay.
They can make Needleworm, they can make that Monster Tamer, they could do so much more, and I would love to see more of it. That would be something I would like to see more legacy support.
It's hard because a lot of the decks that I wanted to get support did get support, like Evil Heroes and Six Sam. So if I was to go off to one of my other decks that I would want to see, I would like to see Vampires get more support.
Okay, that's a cool
I'll go
one.
there. I'll go one of my old school decks.
Gotcha.
What is your stance on prize cards? Such as Another Verse? What the hell's Another Verse?
Alright, so they made the YCS cards, lately their YCS prizes have been these normal monsters called like Another Verse. Like
Oh,
Dragon,
like the
another,
new one that you were
yeah.
just showing me, that's
So,
another verse card?
yes.
Because it's a normal monster?
This is a third Another Verse monster that they made, which is a vanilla monster that is, a prize card. They're actually very cheap and affordable compared to the older YCS cards that they've made. But hey, I mean, all the power to them. I love any kind of prize card. Like, I'll buy it anyway, so.
What is an aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh that you have always not liked or wish would change? And how would you change it?
An aspect of the game that I never liked,
To me, it's the size of the extra deck. I think they should.
That is a good one. That is a really good one. I would honestly say side decking. I've never been a big side decker. I've never really been crazy about it. Because you know what it is? It's just... I always felt like it was like kind of like a grimy thing to do, where it's just like, I'm gonna pick the perfect cards now to fuck you over, and it's just like, I like just having like a deck just be like straightforward, just like, this is what I got, this is what you got, and do a match. Like, that's what I always liked.
So the next question says, what are your thoughts on whether or not there is existence of aliens, paranormal, or mythical creatures in this world?
What's my opinions on it?
Yes. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I love my, Halloween shit, so I like the idea of like a ghost and spirituality and all that. I mean, I like the idea of it. Is it true? I don't know.
What about aliens?
I mean, I would like, I don't know. It's like, I like the idea of it, but it's kind of like, come here, no? Stay where you
We've got
are.
enough illegal aliens. Build the wall.
But it's like, I like the idea of aliens. I always like the concept of them in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, I like that.
Did you see the new movie Alien Romulus?
No.
You should see it. I heard it's really good.
You saw it?
No, but I heard it's really good. I looked up the lore for alien movies. I never watched any of the alien movies. I'm not a horror movie type of guy. But once I looked up the lore, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty interesting, because all the movies kind of, it's like a big timeline, and some of the movies as they've been made, there's like 9 of them, and they kind of go back and forth. So this new one kind of takes place right after the first one.
Okay.
In between the first and second one. In the timeline, the first and the second one. But it's pretty good. From what I've heard. Me personally, I used to think aliens existed, and I still think there is some form of life out there in the universe, in the multiverse, or however you want to explain it, just not in the way that we think. I used to think that they were out there in the way that we used to think. They just roam in this thing. And then I watched a video of like a astrophysicist explaining how fast you have to travel from one place to the next.
It's like, even if they're there, they ain't getting you.
No, it was like, no, even if they were to get here, they wouldn't be able to just stop at break speed and like hover over our plane. They would like crash into us and blow us up, or they would hit something along the way. Like, you don't move that as fast as you would need to move. You would not, like, light years. You would have to move so fast just to, like, you would hit something. Like, it wouldn't work.
Hit the moon.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. So maybe it's out there and they don't know how to travel the same way we don't know how to travel.
Alright.
That's my thoughts on it. What decks do you play on Master Duel?
The two main decks that I use is like Teller Knights and I use Ignisters mostly. I can't wait for them to add the Millennium Exodia support, because that is going to be something I'm going to use. I'm currently in the process of building Zark's deck, but I just got all the necessary cards. But they have Instant Fusion banned, I'm pretty sure,
Yes.
when Instant Fusion over here is not banned. So I have to kind of
Figure out a
tweak
way.
my deck a bit. So I'm just not ready to do that. But it's like, that is something.
I play Noble Knights.
Fuck off.
Put it on vibrate.
I don't like doing that.
So that way don't interrupt. I play
Fuck you, Catherine.
Infro Noble Knights with Celtic Guardian. I have my Master deck, which is basically Cashtira Tournaments, and then I play my meta deck. So my meta decks at the moment are Snake Eyes, Fire King, and Ubel.
You use Ubel? I mean,
I have a Ubel deck and I have a Fire
I
King
actually
deck. That's
wanted
the
to
one
try
like-
Ubel, but I never got around to doing
It
it.
reminds me of Mechanicos. It's not that. It's pretty boring.
Fucking Mechanicos are so fucking.
I hate
them.
them, yeah.
At least Ubel was the traditional
Yeah, it's like
one that did it, so
it's
I'm
still
cool with her
annoying.
doing
That
it.
play style is so like it feels like solitaire. What are your thoughts on the Memento archetype?
Cunts. I don't like them.
I'm not really a big fan of them.
I don't like them.
I think they're really ugly. That's my biggest problem with them.
I actually don't get that vibe. I actually just think that their playstyle is very like childhood troll.
It makes, to me, it's just their art design. They look like when you put Play-Doh from different boxes in one. That's what they all look like to me. They look like they're creatures that you made with different Play-Doh boxes. How would you react if Beatrice got banned because of Fiend Smith? Woohoo!
Good, I guess.
Thoughts on time capsule formats?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Basically saying like how people playing Edison, people playing.
I only like our
format,
master
yeah.
like our master deck format, like when we were in 2008. That's what I like.
But basically, it's the same concept. We need
Yes.
to take that. Yeah. One question for both. What is your thoughts and opinions on ice barriers now that this archetype at one time was a bad deck and was very slow and unplayable? It has a great ice barrier synchros and main deck cards, but I feel like all the changes when ice barrier got support back in 2021 and the new ice barrier structure deck freezing chains, and 3 years later and in 2024 it got more support in Battle of Legends, Terminal Revenge, and now ice barriers is playable in the main deck.
I have a friend that kind of like ruined them for me. I feel like I kind of...
Brendan?
I'm shocked you remember him. But
I remember all your little internet friends.
So it's like he kind of like made
Becky.
me kind of like cringed me out with like.
Yeah, back then they weren't really anything, but I like the new Ice Jades.
I don't care for the Ice Jades, but I do like the Ice Barrier Dragon like retrain.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I like him.
I'm not that mad at it.
I always kind of like Trishula and Bryonic, so it's like I like those.
Question for Kisame. I do remember in the past Kisame talked about how much he loves Brionac and Trishula, but I don't remember him talking much about the other Ice Barrier synchros like Duel, Ron, and Gungnir and Trishula Zero. What are your thoughts on those three barriers?
I mean, I really like. I think Gungnir is okay. I think.
What about the new Trishula?
I think it's cool.
I like him a little bit more. I just don't like the fact that he's.
I think it looks way more visually appealing than Trishula. Because he looks just, I don't know, that new Trishula, like, just looks so much cooler. But, like, I do still like traditional Trishula, and I love Bryonic. Bryonic, I don't really think Bryonic is good anymore, unfortunately. I think he's okay. But it's like, I do still have a soft spot in my heart for it.
Even the newer one?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both, I mean, I like that one a little bit more.
Did he get an errata? Like the original Bryonic? That he can't be used, like, whenever you...
Something like that.
I think you can only use this effect like one time. You can't like do it whenever you want anymore.
Well, that's probably why the other one is 2 cards. But yeah, the new one with Trishula, I just don't like the fact that it's a when summon versus an if summon. Okay. Meaning you can miss timing. Next question: what archetype that used to be competitive that you would want to see become meta again? And what's an archetype you would hate to see become meta again? Necros. Necros, I don't want to see that become meta again.
I don't think I ever want to see fucking Insectors good again.
And the deck that I do want to see good again, I want to see Dark Magician good again. I want to see Dark Magician be relevant.
I want to see Dragon Rulers good again.
You are a bitch. Next question. How y'all doing?
We're sitting here making videos for you fine people.
No, these fine people. No, he's very, very tired because he's been up for so long. That means he's going into the next clip.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that just means he's going into the next clip. So once he gets to that 30 mark, then I'm going to stop it and you do the next part. I know you're very tired from being up and doing chores and errands all day. I had to do stuff, obviously, but I was very tired.
My day more important, okay?
My day more important. I'm doing okay. I got a lot to do. I got to edit a lot when I get...
I would like to, but at the same time, it's like we just don't have the people.
Yeah, that's really all it is. If we just had people, like staff.
Yeah, if I had like money to like commission shit, I feel like I would have because you know what I always wanted to do with Destiny. I always wanted to have it where it's like I wanted to implement the match winners because what I wanted to do is I wanted to have it where it's like only special people could actually reuse the match winners. Like I wanted to have like where they have like
Destin.
Well, it's like you know how like the match winners have like reduce your life. It's like that's a fake effect that you. But it's like, But if you could see like their real effect underneath, like Testament. You know what I was gonna have her effect be? I was gonna have her effect be like when it's your turn during your draw phase, the top card of your deck. Like, let's say if you drew a monster, every monster in your deck goes to the graveyard. And then spells, and then try. So you have 3 turns to win or you lose. Yeah. It's like, I would do something like that, and then I was going to, like, I don't know. I was going to do something cool like that, but we just ran out of people and interest in tech to do it. Kisame, will you update your God Complex deck profile? Or are you scared that Yama will leave you? He could leave.
For someone who will.
He could leave. No, I'm kidding. The reason why the God Complex will never probably be a permanent thing for me is that it was a deck that was pure generic good cards in the heat of the moment. So if I ever made anything that was like that again, it would be completely different cards because it was like kind of like Hat.
Yes.
So it's like the cards that I attached to it, like Toon Goblin Attack Force, like Masked Chameleon. These cards wouldn't be the same because it would just be generic good cards. It would be like Fiendspith, a whole bunch of other random like Bestials, all these cards like slapped together. So it would just be like another clusterfuck deck, and I wouldn't want that. Like I moved past it. It's like I had fun with it, and it's because I want something that's gonna stick around. and that.
There's no deck. That's not the nature of Yu-Gi-Oh. You can
uh,
just take 1 or 2 cards, you bring them along.
Learn from that then. Drop
You learn. For both of you, what anime or cartoon would make a great art site? I just did a Naruto art site, so I'm not doing this.
Naruto, I guess.
No. One Piece. Oh, My Hero Academia.
I don't watch that.
Me neither, but it seems
How are
like
you gonna comment on something you don't know?
Pokemon.
Idiot.
For Spidey, who are your favorite stand-up comedians? I've really been digging Shane Gillis lately. Just a fun little side story. I think it was either the first time I went out to Philly or the next time when I went out there and actually got to perform. I seen Shane Gillis live. He is really funny. He did this video recently on Kill Tony, and that's like a thing based out in LA. Or he probably did it in Texas this time with Joe Rogan. But basically Kill Tony with Tony Hinchcliffe, he did one with like the presidential election version of it, and one dude was basically doing an impersonation of Joe Biden, and then he did one of Donald Trump, and you would fucking love it, but like as president. So it's like when people went up and the whole point of the series is people would go up and do 1 minute of stand-up, and then they had to get judged off of 1 minute of stand-up. Judging people stand-up. And it was like super... Yeah, it was super hilarious. So Shane Gillis, even when I saw him out in Philly, super hilarious fellow. But to answer your question, my personal favorite comedians, Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., and Kevin Hart. For Kisame, what is your favorite deck playing going second?
I'm going second.
Mine is Crusadius. Because it's just like a Crusadia mixed with Kaiju. So it's just like, okay, what you playing? I just play my shit and win anyway. That's how I like playing going second.
I used to like playing, I would maybe say Millennium Exodia at the moment.
Okay.
Because I like to see like you like kind of like summon something and then I can just summon Exodia and bash you in the face.
There you go.
So I can instantly gain the 8,000. So I would say that.
Next question was, do you have girlfriends?
Yep. I'd be hitting it.
What are your guys' thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! Solid Vision VR game?
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Oh.
Don't pity me. I don't want one. I'm single by choice.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
What are your thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Solid VR game? I don't have thoughts on it. I've never played it.
I never played it either.
I think I've seen clips.
people making jokes out of it,
Yeah,
but
like,
I've never seen anyone taking it seriously.
When y'all finna duel again? End of the year, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, like them videos.
School his ass.
Explain Yu-Gi-Oh! In under 3 minutes. This video. Oh, yeah, basically the video will be uploaded. If each of you unban 10 cards, what we... Shit, that's a top 10.
Yeah. Well, we'll take your consideration into actually making that into a video itself.
Yeah, it basically said if each of you ban 10 cards, what would you guys pick to play a game against each other? Oh, so like we could take 10 cards off the ban list and then duel each other with it. And
that'd be a clusterfuck mess.
Kisame, being a Costello fan, did you ever try out hat format?
I think I did. Yeah, I did use hat format. I did. I liked it.
For both of you, what careers are you guys in?
We will not say everything, but I am a supervisor at my job.
And I am a not supervisor at my job, but basically a supervisor. I have to do supervisor shit next week, and I don't like it. I don't know. I don't care enough about it.
I hate monitoring stupid people.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Because it's like I'm called over for the dumbest shit. Yesterday I was in a fucking mood, and I kept being called
like
over.
Today?
No, it's like, but I was like, "Excuse me, can you like watching?" I'm like, I shouldn't have to babysit you. This is common fucking knowledge, but it's like I feel like I do a whole retard. I do a whole retard.
It's funny.
I hate it.
My job is very much like, you're not a supervisor, you don't have power over anybody, but you go over there and tell people what to do. I'm like, well, what point is that? I'm like, if I'm going to tell them to do it, they're not going to listen, and I don't have the, even if they don't do it, I don't have the power to go back and fire them, so I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm just going to go over there and be like, hey man, they told me to talk to you, but there's nothing I'm going to say.
I kind of have to do that too. Yeah. There was this woman that they, like, the upper management was like, this bitch is standing around doing nothing but bullshitting. We're going to get rid of her. I'm like, they're like, say something. I'm like, okay. And I walked up. File it. But I went over to her and I was like, hey, just to let you know, they kind of have a target on your back, and so just look out because they're watching everything you're doing. And she was just like, I'll show them. she kind of looked at me like I was kind of like giving her a problem. I'm like, listen, I could really give two shits. Do whatever the fuck you want, but I'm like,
You trying to say something?
Yeah.
You trying to sleep with me? You think I'm...
come here. Open wide.
Wishbone!
I know you're a slut.
I heard about you.
I know everyone gets a hit. Told me. No.
I'm bleeping that out. Oh my god.
Said you're a whore.
Have y'all considered playing old formats?
Only,
Like Go in Edison.
whatever
one that was on
Master Deck. Master Deck. 2008. I'm Master Deck. That's our goat.
For both of you, are you a fan of any of the metal bands?
Skip all those other goat questions.
Don't ask me that shit no more.
Stupid shit.
Don't ask me no more.
I don't like goats.
Are you a fan of any metal bands, and do you think Cosmo will be getting support soon?
Like our rock bands that we liked.
Yeah.
Like, were any of them considered metal?
I think Bullet for My Valentine is metal.
Alright, so then we go with that.
Okay, we'll say that. Well, you think Cosmos will get support anytime soon?
Probably not anytime soon, but they probably will eventually. They deserve it.
Never ever, but they do deserve it. Hey, Evan Conbest, and you... Hey, at Evan Conbest, and did you watch the One Piece anime? Because I didn't know if you watched it before. I sent my pirates. Yeah, you did send it in the... Oh, he asked us to update the Discord link. Now, okay, just the Discord thing. I updated it. I put it in the description. Every time I click it from my phone, from my laptop, from a different browsers, it works for me. I don't understand, like, oh, it's not working. I'm like, it's working for me. I click it and it goes there. And then I went to Discord. I said, invite link. I don't know if it's a me issue or a you issue. I'll keep working on it, but that's the... But for One Piece, I used to watch it when I was a kid when it came on Saturday mornings. I got out of it very early. I don't think I got past even season 2. But the fact that it's over 1,000 episodes, I'm like, this shit is not Dragon Ball Z. It's not worth all of that to me. I'm never getting into that shit. So that's the answer for One Piece. Question for both of you guys. Do you guys ever see yourselves going to a full competitive mode, like trying a top at a YCS?
I don't think you and me are ever that kind of invested. Like, I'm like that with collecting, but, like, I'm not like that. Like, because you know what it is with me? I can't speak about him, but I got a little bit of an anger problem. So I'm the type...
I can see me joining a tournament.
So for me, I think I would catch an attitude, and I'd probably get thrown out.
Part of me...
I'm not even lying.
Part of me wants to do it for...
I may not seem it, but I am very bitter.
Part of me wants to do it for the experience and just to see, like, you know, test myself. But another part of me, like, I don't think I have the social skills, and I don't mean this in any offensive way. But you guys know, if you don't know, you might be part of it. That real life, typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Community person that goes to events like that.
Fucking stink.
No, I won't go that far with Sting. It's just they're not the best of sociable people. Like they just have awkward social. And some people cheat. There was like a video of people cheating and stuff like that. Like I don't like.
Cyber dragon in your pants, so you're just happy to see me.
People are shiesty. So I think that part would really turn me off. Like it was like I would go in there pure intention. And I would have a negative experience because of people, not because of the game, and that would make me not want to go. So that's my only hesitation. Hey Kisame, when will you realize the true potential of the Earth deck?
When the day that I'll recognize that as good is the day that I think I need to stop playing this game.
That's crazy. What is your favorite episodes of the anime in any season?
Fate of the Pharaoh and Grappling with the Guardian. The duels between Raphael and Yugi are my favorite. I love it.
It's kind of up there. Yeah, it's kind of top.
It's everything I love.
That like I said, between that one and
I knew you'd come back for our rematch. This doesn't concern you, Raphael. I'm here to see dogs.
Who are your favorite?
Leviathan lurks in the shadows.
Okay.
I could quote that whole fucking duel.
Who are your favorite celebrities?
Mark Thompson. No.
Mark Thompson. I don't think I have like a favorite celebrity. Like let's say an actor or something like that in a movie.
I like Jim Carrey a lot.
Yeah, I like Jim Carrey a lot too. Growing up, I really loved Jim Carrey. I love Ace Ventura, when Nature Calls. I could probably quote that movie fucking bar for bar throughout the whole entire thing. Shaka! I know pretty much all that old movie. Do you guys like the Will Smith after the slap?
Honestly, that did kind of taint my view of him a little bit. Because I loved The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. I even bought it on DVD. And I'm like...
He's a monster.
You know what it is? It's just like, I just think that like, I think his wife just ruined him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
And then you want me to get in... You hear yourself?
Don't be a doormat. Stand up for yourself, but don't like...
Slap her!
Slap her.
Yeah, slap her. Slap the wrong black person. Slap her. You gonna slap her, nigga. Slap her.
But yeah, it did take me a little bit. What about you?
Learn.
Bitch.
No, I don't have any real opinions of Will Smith. He's always going to be the Fresh Prince. You know, he did his apology. He did his apology tour. I saw Bad Boys 3. You know, it's pretty good. If he does that shit where he's dodging rocket launches with, like they're fucking boxing punches, I'll stop being a fan of Will Smith. But I don't got no real issues with him. Also, Spidey, can you release the sound effects from your podcast?
You got sound effects? You holding out? Get out! You holding out? Get out!
That Ayo is the best thing ever. Oh, that was DJ Lord Sear from the Sear Show on Sirius XM. That's him doing an Ayo because our producer on that show, Tone, worked with Lord Sear, and that's where we got that drop from. But yeah, I have all those saved on my computer. I'll put that out sometime eventually. For both of you, what is a smaller or lesser known YouTuber you guys actually watch?
There's a YouTuber called Strictly Sealed that he shows like a lot of rare stuff, and I keep tabs on it because it's like I always like to like sometimes just get like announced for like something like maybe a rare thing that I'm overlooking, and then maybe I'm interested. So I like that.
There's a lot of different YouTubers that I do watch. I don't know if they're I don't know what you would consider small.
I don't comment anything.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even know I'm a fan.
Yeah, but I would say like I don't know what people would consider small now that YouTube's gotten so big with guys like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and that other guy, but Moist Critical. But this like to me those are guys with like hundreds of millions of subscribers. So I don't know. I'm thinking about people who might have like 10,000, 5,000, or maybe 30,000 or 200,000. Like to me, are those considered smaller YouTubers?
There was another person called like Heartbeat King that used to like watch our content, and like I would watch their videos because they would do like a lot of recent deck stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's how I use that.
I like Heartbeat King a lot too. I like him a lot too. But just to say, I like Anna Akana and Philip DeFranco and a lesser known guy, like maybe not a YouTuber, but like there's definitely like to me smaller guys. I would probably go to TikTok for. And I would watch those guys. There's a couple people on TikTok that I watch that I feel like they inspired me and how their approach to content makes me want to like. That's what makes me get lights and shit like that. Like Front Page Tech and a whole bunch of other people and Think Media. Like there's a lot of other YouTube channels that I just appreciate. Kisame, since Chicken Game isn't banned anymore, are you picking that card back up for your old deck that once used it?
I actually, I did use Chicken Game back in the day, but I actually haven't used Chicken Game. I haven't even used Upstart Goblin again, honestly.
Thank God. What do you guys think of the recent surge in in-depth comedic YouTubers like MTB, Farfa, and Simo, etc.? Simo's funny? I don't and I'm not saying that as like a slight. I'm saying that as I don't look at him as like a...
No.
Yeah, like I don't look at him as like a... I don't go to him for comedy. I go
Where's the jokes? Where's the jokes in Hansley?
Where's the jokes, Ginger? No, but I mean, like, I don't go to Seymour. I don't go to
Seymour's gonna.
I don't go to Seymour for jokes.
Borealis.
I watch
on your YouTube channel.
I watch guys like MTB and Seymour for information. I think Farfa's funny though. I consider Farfa really funny. He has like mean humor.
I think Team Samurai's funny. He says like some funny, like his shorts. Sometimes I find funny.
So I have a question for both of you guys.
Man, that was real racist. See, comedy.
I want to hear both of you guys' opinions on Black Wings.
I think the blacks are just not.
I think the blacks are doing way too much. If they got wings, I don't know how we stop them. I don't know how we stop them.
Didn't you see that Wizard of Oz? They were flying all over the place.
I'm like, have you seen LeBron James? That man could fly off the basketball court. Like, Jesus Christ.
I think Black Wings are really powerful. Actually, you know what it is? I wish that Black Wings used more of the old school ones, like Bora, Shura, but they really don't. They use a lot of the new ones. And I'm like, it's a little bit of a shame because it's I like the traditional ones a little bit.
I really, really like.
They don't use Gale,
I have a love-hate relationship with Black Wings because of Raid Raptors.
Raid Raptors, actually. Little by little, I'm like, damn, this deck. It's weird because
I don't know what it is, but you're almost.
I feel like the sad thing about Black Wings and Raid Raptors, I wish I used them a little bit more in their heyday.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a deck that I feel like is right up my alley, but I just don't use them, and it's a shame because I feel like I would like them.
This guy also says, I've been a fan of you guys for a very long time, 10 years at least, I think, but I've never heard you guys talk about them. And I asked, as I've only played them, and in my favorite deck, I'd like to know what you guys think about it. Love it, hate it, overrated, underrated. You told my personal favorite Yu-Gi tubers, and when you returned, I was so happy.
I appreciate the love. Yes. Many people may think that, like, we don't care, but we care.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Like, we do this because we would do this anyway, like just joking, have fun. But the fact that a lot of you guys have come back from so many years and come back to our channel, we see those comments every video. Oh my God, you're back! It's been so long, I'm coming back. Like
right now, my back hurts, my ass hurts, my feet hurt. But you know what? I'm still doing it because I feel like you guys deserve it.
That's a fact. I mean, I don't. My ass doesn't hurt because I'm not gay, but
it don't hurt because of that.
Yeah, yes, it
hurts because
it does.
No, my ass hurts because I went to James' wedding and those fucking chairs hurt my ass.
That was a week ago.
It still hurt.
You go to the doctor tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm in pain.
Interested for Kisame to go over his tattoos. Not sure if Spidey has any.
Well, you don't have
Can you go over your tattoos?
Well, the first tattoo I got was this one, which is like my Pisces, like zodiac sign.
Hero Anthony.
Yeah. So I'm a Pisces. So for me, it's like I want, and I'm very into astrology. Like I make fucking fun of him for being Aquarius every fucking video. So that was the first tattoo I ever got, and then everything tattooed on me here is all Yu-Gi-Oh. They're all my match winners, and the only things that are on me that are not match winners is this is the Constella crest, because Constellas are my favorite archetype. This is Batty, which is the mascot of the channel right here. The thing about Batty is when I first got him tattooed on me, I didn't realize, but I had him tattooed on me backwards. He's facing me, but not facing everybody else. So I ended up getting the mind control tattoo, like, so it looks like I did that intentionally, but I didn't. And then up here, I got Pleiades, which is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card tattooed there. It's basically because Yu-Gi-Oh means a lot to me. I love this game. It's my favorite game. And a lot of these cards, I feel like, no matter what, I feel like it's one of those things where as a tattoo, I wouldn't want to get something I would regret. And I'm always going to love this game. And a lot of the collectibles are really meaningful to me because they're very exclusive, you can't get, and they mean something because I went out of my way to get them. And I feel like, to this day, I will never trade them. They will die in my hands.
I don't have any tattoos.
You ain't gonna put a sticker on a Bentley.
No, that's not why. I just think there's I love tattoos. I actually really like a lot of your tattoos.
Thank you. That's such a nice compliment from a person that doesn't really give those out.
Yeah, but also I think tattoos are beautiful. I love the artwork of it. I also think there's art in a blank canvas too. So that's kind of like why I don't have tattoos.
Such an Aquarius thing to say. To find beauty, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I said beauty's in a blank canvas.
The same shit.
No, it's something like a white wall. That's art. Just a blank white wall. Question for both of you. In the whole franchise, which Yu-Gi-Oh character represents you the best and why? Raphael!
Honestly, I wouldn't say him.
For me, it's Raphael.
For me, I wouldn't say him. No.
You're Kaiba. No. You're 1,000% you're Kaiba.
No.
No, you're super cocky. You hate losing. You bitch and moan. You talk a lot of shit. You complain. You always use your money to buy the biggest cars on earth. You're Kaiba.
You know who I think I am?
Jesse?
No.
Jesse Anderson?
I don't know if you remember. Did you watch like the original Yu-Gi-Oh 5D?
I seen some of it.
I think I'm that old fucking guy that was in the jail. The one that had like all the rare cards. He was just like, I go all over and I have all these rare cards. And he was just like, they're like, what are you doing? He's like, the only way to stay safe is to keep these rare cards. And then like he was like, and then like that other guy like, and they like beat the shit out of him with like, he's like, you don't know how to fucking do. Here's one of my cards. And then like all the cards were on the floor, and then the guy was like stepping on him, and he was like, no. And then like you said, was just I'll duel with your shit deck, and then he was just like, he's like, I see the treasure in your deck, and then he was just like, oh, my hero, and he definitely gave off some kind of gay energy vibes. So it's like, I'm not denying that I do come off like Kaiba, but I definitely think I don't even know his name. You know the funny thing about him also? Mark Thompson, the voice of Raphael, voiced him.
Did you ask him to do that in the video?
No.
You should have.
But that definitely I thought was I think that would be who I'd be.
What do you guys think about retro form? Oh, no, it's the same thing.
Go get those goats out of here.
I know.
Yeah, I'm a goat.
What are you guys' opinions on fan mail? Would you guys ever do fan mail?
I don't know.
I don't know. At this point, we don't have a PO box for you guys to send anything. I don't think it would be worth paying for a PO box for the type of mail.
He would keep everything you guys would send him.
I am definitely a hoarder, so I definitely would keep it.
I was looking at this, I'm like, oh, that's cute, take it.
But also, I have a fear because we're that old. I think some of you guys would be like, oh, I'm sending Anthrax.
Got rid of him.
Yeah, we sit there, just fucking die on camera. For both of you, what is your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon is Dusclops.
Mine is Scizor. If you could cosplay as any monster card, who would you choose?
Pit Boss. I actually want to go as Pit Boss for this Halloween. But I'm trying to find a rainbow cape that would fit it, but I'm like, everything I find is LGBTQ, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the gay shit. Give me the fucking tie-dye rainbow that I'm looking for.
I want to be the boss.
I want to be the balls, that's right.
Probably Celtic Guardian. I'll just say that just to get it out the way. Or Elemental Hero. Probably Wild Heart.
Blood.
Just do. This guy clearly didn't watch the video because we said
do some Wild Edge.
No, this guy clearly didn't watch the video because we definitely said, hey, do a few questions. This guy sent 10, so I'm not gonna go over any of them.
Listen, pick like the two best.
What brought you both back to YouTube?
Originally, it was me wanting to showcase Pit Boss, but I think you and me were hanging out one day because we were just going to have a regular chill day just between us. And then we were just having a good time, and you were like, I got the camera. And then we were like, should we?
Yeah.
Should we do a video and fuck with them? And like, they're like, yeah, we're back, but we're not really. Like, we didn't really know if we were going to do it or not.
But the video got a really great response.
Yeah, and then we were like...
And it would have been like a nice 20 comments, like, oh, this is nice. And they'd be like, I'm not coming back.
Because you know what it is? I think the two difficult things, at least from my perspective, was we didn't have a way to meet up really. But you were completely cool with doing... He has to do a mad long commute to get to me. I'll say that. And then we also didn't... It is long.
I used to travel an hour to get to you when I had to take the bus. So now it's just an hour to get to you driving my car. So it just costs me more in gas and toll. But it's whatever.
I feel like I get to see my friend. Did you watch that thing with Klaus that I sent you?
I heard it because I'm going to watch it later. But I definitely watched the one that you sent me. Where the guy was like, I get to see my friend. I watched the clip that you sent me. When I
okay, alright. That's all I needed to say.
He tells the whole story.
That shit was sad.
Well, speaking of that, the one of those two questions that the guy asked from a million questions ago, what is the most notorious quality you admire from each other as friends / content creators, and why? My favorite quality about you, and I'm being genuine, it's you're a really honest, genuine person. Like, I feel like I'm fake as fuck, and I am so, like, not like that. That, like, I just feel like you, like, I feel like if I genuinely called you with a serious problem, you would genuinely listen, genuinely try, and I think that you're just, like, I feel like you are one of the type of people that I feel like if I ever had to say, look for the type of friend, you would, every aspect that you have, I think embodies a true, loyal, good friend that everyone should get. Yeah. I appreciate that. When you say everybody should get, I started thinking about everybody don't deserve a heaven. I don't. Yeah. I don't. Hey, you do. You're a good person. I'm not. You're a good person. You don't take advantage of people like that. You don't really. You know me. No, I think we. I don't know what do you admire about me? I think that you are. Speak up. I have to hear you. Hello. I think you're a really creative person. Like, I think that your mind. No, I admire your brain. Like, I really, like, you're not, like, intelligent in that type of way. Like, when I say intelligent, I don't think you're intelligent in the way that people try to quantify as intelligent. I think you're intelligent in other ways. Like, there's a genius about you that doesn't exist in many people. Like, you're truly one of those people who see the world different. Like, the way you interact in the real world is so different, and I appreciate that. Like, you're like a legit cartoon character. So it's like, to me, there's an art in that. So it's like, and like how artists see the world different. I think you're that type of person. So I think, like, what you offer to the world is so different and, like, genuine and so just creative because it's so different than everything else, and like, you really mean it. Like, when I met you, you made clay people. And you were like, yeah, it's weird, but it's clay people. Like, what the fuck? Fuck you. But I truly look at you as like a real artist. So there's like a real deep respect that I have for that, of how you interact in the world.
I'll say this. I'm very happy that you asked this question because I'll be honest with you.
I would have never got that out of here.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's one of probably within the top 3 nicest things this man has ever said to me.
I hate when you say that because you make it sound like every time I hate you. You're a piece of shit. Don't ever call me again. We do this stupid channel, you dumb fuck.
I mean, to be fair, you wouldn't make content with me if you didn't admire something.
And then he says, what aspect of Yu-Gi Tubing do you enjoy the most?
Being stupid.
And the least throughout your tenure?
I love collecting, and I liked featuring my cards, but for whatever reason, they don't really do well on the channel. And I would say just having fun, just having a good time, just being stupid.
I think that the improvising aspect of this channel I enjoy the most. That
Okay.
we don't plan out anything outside of, hey, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! You're doing this card, I'm doing that card. Like, that's the most scripted we do. We never plan for each other's reactions or how the way it goes. No. So I think the fact that this channel has gotten as big as
because
it has,
you know what I think that's good about us is that
and that's what people
when we do the shock value and we like really like get like those genuine, because that makes us like just like you see like how fast we'll just like the fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't doing that shit.
Like, the reason why people subscribe is, I think, is the reason why I enjoy doing it.
Okay.
And then you asked a bunch of other questions that I'm not going to read. Kisame, do you have the Senjigen WCS?
Yes, I have both versions.
Pegasus?
I have an Asian English and English version of Senjin from the World Championship Series. Both of them are factory sealed, but my Firewing Pegasus is not factory sealed.
What is your opinion on the Yu-Gi-Oh! 25th Anniversary 10?
I keep seeing the trailer for it, but I mean, I'm probably not going to buy it.
I'm not going to lie.
Buy it for the trivia. Buy it for the trivia, my dude.
Give it to me. Yeah. But I definitely, they did a lot of reprints and different artworks, alternate artworks of a lot of old classic cards, and I've been looking at them. They actually do look really nice. So I actually am. They're so nice, I actually do consider buying it.
Uh-huh.
I got a question for both of you. What is one card in your opponent's deck that you both of you really like?
One, I'll just go with something that I like that you use.
Yeah, a card that you use that I like.
For you, I would go back to like Master Deck zone because that's like the thing that I admire. I'll never forget. Like I was talking to you about before we even started filming. I remember when you had like the Winged Dragon of Ra, and it was fucking beat up to all holy hell. And I don't know why. I'm the type of person where I actually like damage cards like that because it tells you such a story. About, like, because when you probably had it, it was mint to begin with. And then bit by bit, it just took its toll of just being used over and over and over again. And I admire a card that has shows of wear, because for me, it tells, like, such a long history. And for that card, I always viewed as your ace. So I'd pick that card. And what about me?
Break of the Magical Warrior.
Really?
Yeah, I think...
Because I called the Konami and I made a fuss about it, like, when it got banned. Hey, fix this shit.
No, but just
I'm a
lot of the way how when we do it back then, and we used to take our approach to cards, it was a lot of cards where we had a lot of overlap, but then there were a lot of cards that like we chose on our own. They go in our own direction. That might have been the first one that you used was Break of the Magical Warrior. The other one was Ancient Gear Golem, where like you found different ways of how to make that card work. So that's the reason why I appreciate that card from you. Like you found different ways to make Breaker work. Like you went around it, give it other spell counters. Like you did other shit to make it work, so you can get extra spell counters on it. What did y'all miss the most about Underground?
The jokes.
And yeah, making jokes. And over the years, how has the channel impacted your lives?
It's like more like a video diary for me, where it's like I get to look back and be like, wow, that's what I was like fucking 10 years ago. Like, because the videos that track back to like almost like 13 years now, I want to say. And at one point, I'm probably going to be looking back at videos like these when I'm probably 50 or 40, and I'll be like, wow, that's what I was like when I was 30, huh?
Yeah,
you stupid.
For me, I like doing the channel because, like you said, it's hanging out with the friend. We get to make jokes. I like making jokes. If I'm on stage or I'm on camera, anywhere I'm making jokes. I like to entertain. I like to be creative, and this channel really gets to showcase that creative side of me. I like creating content. We've been like this since fucking high school.
Yeah.
Like I've always been like this. So I just like making shit. It's like I like doing things that either provoke thought or entertain in the world, and not just how the impact that it's had on my life is that when I always go back through trying times in my life, I always had the channel, and it was always like making some type of impact on the world, and that kind of helped me go through my hard times, where it wasn't just doom and gloom. And even like with what I'm going through now, it's not just doom and gloom. It's like, oh, thank God I have the channel. I have like a creative outlet to be myself. So that shit matters to me. How'd you guys react during the hacking situation? Couldn't be happier seeing you guys back.
My husband came home one day and he was like, "Hey, did you hear that everyone lost their Social Security?" I'm like, "Well, then we're all fucked."
Oh, that wasn't the hacking situation. He's talking about when our channel got hacked. I don't think you even knew about it. Yeah, our channel got hacked because I fell for a phishing email.
Stupid.
Yeah, I know. It was somebody offering us new cameras, and we've got offers.
You're like, "Hey, free shit."
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it was like and mind you, there's another video on it. It was like a trend going on.
To be fair, even if we lost this channel, I would have just made like Underground 2, and I would have just like started from scratch. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm just glad that we got it back, but I know you guys don't. Just to give you guys a story, we got an email. One that was like, you know, for partnership type of thing, reaching out for an ad thing, and it's like it was laid out in the way how most emails are when they are brands reaching out, because we have interacted with other brands before, and especially through my channel, so I kind of know how that process goes. And that person sent a flyer, but then he said you had to download it, and then that was the thing that got him into the thing to find malware to get into your computer and find out what your emails are. So I remember I was actually at work while the guy was trying to break into the channel, and I had the alert set on my phone, so I kept saying no, 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 and then something happened to my job. I was like, "Hey man, we need you to get back to work," and they're like, "No!" And then I had to get home and go through a whole process.
Be like, "Hey, today."
I didn't have the heart to say. My heart sank. I thought we lost everything. 'Cause the guy, I thought he deleted everything, and he turned our channel into, because we had base 39,000 subscribers, and then he changed the channel name, he changed the thing, and he made it just a live stream of commercials. And it was just a live stream of playing back and forth for 24 hours straight. And then I had to get through YouTube, contact them, send them so much information for them to lock the channel out. And then once I was on it, I thought he deleted everything. Thank God he didn't. He only just privated all of our videos. So we were still able to keep everything with all our views and shit like that. But we did end up losing almost 400 subscribers because of that. So that's one of the biggest things of how I feel about that. Will we see a return of Pilgrim Man? Well, we just did.
That's why I brought it back.
We literally just. That's why you did that. You saw that comment.
Yes.
Question for Kisame and Spidey. What are your favorite films, songs, and TV shows?
My favorite movie is Titanic. My favorite song is a song called Goldfrapp A&E. And what was the other one?
TV show, song, and...
My favorite show is Queer as Folk. And I think that's all three.
I don't have a favorite. My favorite song changes like literally all the time. My favorite song right now is Lithuania by Childish Gambino. I'm going to his concert tomorrow to see that shit. I think it's one that's a fucking amazing, one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Favorite movie right now, I don't really have a favorite. Honestly, I like Deadpool and Wolverine, was pretty cool, but my favorite movie is probably Spider-Man No Way Home. Favorite TV show is probably How I Met Your Mother, because I think that's a really good show that encapsulates my life with my friends and stuff like that throughout my 20s and 30s.
Okay.
When you watch that show, you probably want to see it with all the friend dynamics, but if I was to tell you I was Ted Mosby, you would definitely watch that show and be like, you used to be Ted Mosby, not anymore, but there's a part in there. It's a really good show. Next question that isn't, does Yama play or collect Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yama does not collect Yu-Gi-Oh. Yama used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I showed him how to play, and he was actually pretty good at one point. He played Madoches, Harpies, Skull Servants. My husband's the type where it's like, he doesn't like to put in outside stuff like staples. So, and I was like, hey, you gotta use these hand traps. These are things that are good. He also thinks that the game is kind of fucky, where it's like, it's not fair how a game can just win like that. Like, he likes a more drawn-out duel. So, because, like, the game is kind of a clusterfuck mess, I don't blame him for not being interested, because the game is very, like, it's not what it used to be. So, because the game has kind of turned into this, like, you have to play what's good or you're just going to get steamrolled, like...
Yeah, it's like, yeah, get down or lay down.
Yeah, like, so, so he doesn't want to play, and I honestly don't blame him.
For Spidey, in a recent video you mentioned an idea for a top 10 decks you wish would die. Are you planning on recording that video anytime soon? Yes. We didn't record it today, but probably the next time we record it. Just anything that y'all comment that I think are good ideas, I write it down on my phone. When we record, we try to get at least 12 videos out of the way, so it's 6 and 6. So I always have my list of what I have planned to film, and then I also have at least another 3 or 4 videos right there in the backup. Okay. That way I can always record or at least get started on the next recording session. So I always try to be ahead of schedule. But also he said, yes, been a fan of you guys for 10 plus years. Thank you guys for the needed laughs over the years. And then another person said, thank you guys, 20 years old now, I've been watching you guys since I was 13. There's a lot of those type of comments, and I know I'm not reading them, but I really do appreciate those type of comments, that you've been watching us for that long. It means so fucking much to us. Longtime fan. If you guys, Recky's talking about us trying to play Magic the Gathering. Would you ever play it? No.
My husband, I think, played it when I first met him, but I never asked to like learn how to play.
One of my friends, his name is Althoff, he's explained Magic the Gathering to me so many different times, and I understand it to a point, and it is interesting. Like, I'm like, oh, that sounds like a good game. Oh, you want to play it? I'm like, no, thank you. Yeah, no.
It's just sometimes you feel, I feel like I kind of have like my hands full with like everything else, so I just feel like I could barely keep on track with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, it's like how I feel with animes, where it's just like I reached my threshold, no more. Like, oh yeah, I bet it is a nice anime. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm sure it's great. It's just not no more for me. I'm full. I've had enough.
I'm full.
Yeah, I'm full. Can y'all start a podcast? Both of y'all are funny not to have one. We would have a podcast.
Maybe that's our like Patreon.
Yeah, definitely could be something like that. But I know
because maybe we could just do
a
that.
monthly podcast.
But yeah, maybe we could do that, but we have it be personal, where it's not Yu-Gi-Oh related. We just do it.
We could definitely try to do something like that to add on there. I've always think that, like you said, when we talk on the phone all the time, like, oh, I wish there's a way we could record. Like, podcast was definitely the answer to that. So if we would have had that from back then, and now we'd probably be like, who knows?
Fucking multi-millionaire.
Have you ever heard of the domain format? And if so, would you got no? It's basically Commander from Magic, but see, I don't know what any of that. No.
I don't know what that means.
I know what Commander is from Magic, but I'm not. No. Both. Are there any jokes that you guys don't put in the videos because they're too offensive? Yes. Yes.
But not all the time. Usually everything
for the
we
most
try
part, you get 90% of what we say, but there are some jokes that
sometimes if we cross a line where we're talking more about personal people, that we try to be a little bit more like discreet.
Yeah, we'll edit that out for sure.
Yeah, like once we start like throwing real people out there, then we're like, you know,
or like a real name or something like that. Like, all right, we know the line, but we still cross it. For Spidey, have you ever tried the Magic Key engine with Celtic Guardian? No harm, and I'm not knowing what it is. I know what it does. I've tried. I haven't gotten around to it, but it is on my list of things to try. I'm so deck crazy right now. Spidey, Kisame, have you ever thought about making videos unrelated to Yu-Gi-Oh?
We never have done that yet.
I'm telling you guys right now, there will definitely be, like, not a second channel, but there probably will be a second channel. Like, we know so much about Pokemon and, like, certain animes, like, we could do that, too. And it'd definitely be the same thing, like, but I look at it as how we have Underground YGO, there would be, like, Underground PKM. Like, it would just be Underground Pokemon, Underground this, Underground, like, just out of the other shit that we share interest in.
Underground Naruto.
Yeah, like, there's other shit that we have shared interest in that we could do.
Are you buying Sparkling Zero when that comes out?
Probably.
I can't wait. I love Tenkaichi. I cannot wait to
play Probably. And
punching Cody. That! Fuck you.
And then
beat me.
There was a question, and then this will be the last question because I think we literally got through all of them. Okay, it's a little bit more. Oh, what do you guys watch your old videos?
Of course.
All the time. Yeah, I watch them so often. That's why, like, when we reference certain jokes,
especially like when we're not producing anything on the channel, I tend to go back and be like, oh, I missed that.
Well, not just that, but also I watch them so much. That's why, like, when we reference them in videos, I have the clip ready. Cause
I don't know how you remember that. Like, I'm the type where it's like I'll just put on a random video. I'm like, yeah, I'm like that.
I write it down. Ever since when we started doing the top 10 funniest jokes of the year, like when we started making that an annual thing.
Those I like. Those are my favorites. Like, I love, like, we make one a year, and it's just, well, one each, and it's just our favorite moments. Those are chef's kiss right there. Yeah. That's fucking perfect. I love those. Because you know how I do it? I go and click every video, and I start dragging it, and I check to see where I start seeing me and you, like, crazy laughing. When I see, then I'm like, all right, let's start hearing it. That's how I get them.
Somebody asked what motivates you to collect and play?
The thing, I don't know. I feel like I've always I like to, anytime I'm ever interested in anything, I want to be the best at it. Like, I want to really stand out and be definitive and special in a hobby, because if you're not special in a hobby, why even bother? So for me, that's my way of shining in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that I collect my rare cards, and I think I'm one of the best collectors in the game. I don't know if I make the top 50, but I'm definitely close. I have some of the rarest cards in this game. I have Shonen Jump prize cards. I have match winners. I have a real match winner. I have, I have the YCS prize cards. I have...
Which one are you the most proudest of?
Pit Boss. Pit Boss and the signed cards that I have of Mark Thompson. Having the signed Guardian cards mean so much to me. That shit is fire to my childhood.
I'm using this guy who asked a bunch of questions because they kind of lead into that. He also said, besides Yu-Gi-Oh, what elements of influence would you guys credit to your friendship standing the test of time? Because like we met through Yu-Gi-Oh, but like the fact that the best way it's so hard to say. It's like when it's not like a we go way back type of thing. I think me and you get along in a very specific type of fashion that carries our friendship throughout time, because you could put me and you in any setting, we are going to be a bunch of immature, giggling
But
bitches.
you know what I also like? We've had a lot of times where we sit down and have like really serious conversations.
And
it's like we get each other even on that level too.
Yeah, because we both have like similar values.
Upbringings.
Yes, that too. But definitely like the fact that we can do that perfect split. And that's to me like, you know what? That's really what I look for in a relationship. I need somebody who I can joke with and I can be serious with and have intelligent conversation with. And that's very hard to have in a relationship. It's hard to have in life, in regular friendships. I don't have many friends, so it's not like I can do that with anybody. So I cherish it a lot. But the fact that I do have it, I know it exists. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, if it ain't that, I mean, it ain't nothing.
I mean, I got special, like, I got problems.
But also,
that's not a good thing.
But I was gonna point out James's wedding. The fact that how I felt going back home from that day, I had so much fucking fun from that day. Like, I legit felt like how I used to feel after we graduated high school. We used to just hang out and do random shit. Like when he used to come with me, go get my check from Macy's, and then we just go watch a random movie or go do some random shit.
On the train.
Yeah, be in the fucking Times Square, be in the city doing wild, dumb shit.
Wait!
Like, it was just, that's what it felt like hanging out at James's wedding, where me and you were just being like you couldn't, like, Yama had to sit between us during during the actual ceremony, because I felt like if he didn't sit next to us and you didn't turn your phone off, I would have been texting you jokes. I would have been saying the most craziest of shit. It's
like that scene from like Family Guy where it's like Quagmire and Peter were in like the same thing, and they didn't know that they were there. They were just like chatting.
Yes. That is me and your friendship in a time capsule. So that is one of the biggest reasons what I think influence our friendship. Like, there's just so many things that we share throughout our childhood, but just like you said, our ability to go from joking to serious is one of, like, it's not something you can find in many people. So that's probably one of those things.
The only thing I feel like we haven't gotten to the point in doing yet is getting to the point where we used to, mainly me, never you, which was the ability to small talk and just talk nonsense.
Oh,
it was always to the point where it's like, because me and him have gone points where we've almost made, even maybe a year where we didn't have a full-on conversation over the phone.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird, because that's the one thing I think we struggle with, is that like It's
not like hey, just call and checking in, how things going on with you?
Yeah, we just don't do that.
We're legit guys. So it's one of those type of things where we won't talk for a little while, but then once we do talk, we just pick it right up like nothing ever happened, like the stereotypical guys.
But sometimes I think that that's not good.
That's great.
I think it's good that when we see each other, we have like a grand old time, like nothing happens. But at times I feel like we shouldn't let that much time go by.
We got the videos. We got the gym. He wants to know also if I've ever mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the YouTube channel in my stand-up. And if you watch my on my personal channel, Evan Combest, there's a stand-up set, I think 55. I don't mention the channel per se in like the nature of what you think it is, but I definitely mention doing YouTube, and it's on there. So I definitely make reference to that, about being like YouTube.
Have you ever referenced me?
No.
Like, I got this gay friend.
Oh, yeah. Remember the joke? I told you the joke about like, oh, I have a friend who got married and he got the ring. He showed me, I thought it was for me. The joke that I did at your wedding thing, yeah. I did, yes. That joke I used to do on stage. I don't do it anymore, but I like doing the joke because I get to say the F word. Yeah, I get to say it. I get to say it in such a funny way where in like that context that you can't cancel me. This is one of those ways, oh, it's funny, like it's a crazy word. Yeah, it works. What decks you playing in Master Duel?
Did we do that?
Yeah, we did that. We definitely did do that. The last question for all the marbles.
Are you happy?
No, he wanted to know, are you guys remaking your top 10?
What top 10?
I didn't know what he meant by that. So that was
I'm planning on remaking my top 10 favorite cards. I want to make that video. I keep putting it off, but I want to do that top 10, and I want to do my top 50 rarest cards of all time.
Yeah. So, that is it. If we did skip over your question, it's probably because there was another version of it already asked, or it was a video suggestion idea that we aren't going to answer because we will make that video in the future. So, want to thank you guys for watching this. I know you guys enjoy these type of videos.
That's right.
It is the most tiring and taxing video on us because we have to sit down and talk for long periods of time, and we are very tired after just recording 12 other videos. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Check out my Insta. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Seno Kaiba. Listen, Kisame and Spidey, I just want to tell you something. You're both third-rate duelists with fourth-rate decks. Oh, and I play my Blue Eyes White Dinosaur.